My name is Vedder Wright, and I saw the installation here at OMSOFT. The thing that struck me right away was the technology, because I've been involved in Apple computers ever since the Mac Plus. So there was a really great historical kind of flashback for me of just what was going on here, all these things. And I also got involved in the first internet service provider on the planet to give dial-up access to the public. It's called The World, and that was in Boston, Massachusetts. So I was a tech on the phones at that time. And so I was involved in internet in the very early days when dial-up modems were the common way of getting access for the general public. And so for those two reasons, this networking thing and this early computer thing, I said, wow, this is really giving me a big hit. And the second thing is my connection with meditation. I've been involved in the transcendental meditation movement as taught by Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. You remember the Beatles and the Beach Boys and all that stuff. And I've been doing that for 45 years. Long time. The third thing is feminism. It's involved in equality of women and so on. Well, my mother was the first woman professor in the humanities on the UC Davis campus. So that was an important part of my growing up. She had been teaching for 15 years when I was born, and she walked off to work, leaving me at home with my dad, who was Mr. Mom. Very unusual for those times, but that's my story. So the feminism thing, the technology thing, and the meditation thing, those are really important components of why this installation was so fascinating to me. As to the Christian component, I don't consider myself any one religion, but I think the presentation here of this Madonna is one of the more appealing aspects of Christianity to me. This business of the healing mother and the message of equality and the message of just love, universal love, because that's what I think is the basis of all religions.
What do you think this installation could mean to a younger person walking in and seeing it for the first time?
All these old computers that young people never saw. All they know is the latest iPad or the latest iPhone or the latest portable gadget. And the sense of history, a sort of mini computer museum, I think that is really an important thing to bring out. That stuff went before the current technology. These things go back a ways.
Vedder, you've been involved in computers for many years,
yeah. More
than most.
Yeah.
Some people feel that computers are developing their own religion. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Well, I'd say just from a humorous point of view, Apple has been known as a kind of religion in itself. Some people thought, there are online pictures of Steve Jobs as the second coming and all this, and the Apple religion and things like that. So there's a sense of information now that we have the internet, of getting online and having more than the information that was in the library in Alexandria in the old days in our pocket, available. And that's a very powerful thing. And that's something you don't need to believe. It's just there. You can get all kinds of things. Now, how reliable some of that information is may be another question. There may be lots of opinions, conflicting sometimes. That's the way the human species is. Lots of opinions.